We are Lifezone RV. We are a Chinese RV manufacturer for motorhomes and RVs. Well, we are with Great Wall in the beginning. We have been manufacturing RVs since 1999, so we have quite a long history. We're among one of the earliest adopters of RV manufacturing in China, so we have plenty of experiences, over 25 years as a matter of fact. In the beginning, we are Great Wall Motors, part of Great Wall Motors. Maybe you haven't heard of us before, but maybe you heard of Great Walls before. They are a auto manufacturer here in China, in the northern part of China, in our very hometown actually, in Hebei Baoding, China. So it's a small city not far from Beijing. We began manufactured Great Wall started manufacturing vehicles. They started with pickup trucks and commercial vehicles. Then they gradually moved on toward passenger vehicles, SUVs, and everything in between. So the pickup trucks, which most of our volume seller RVs are based on, has a very long history. They've been using the same diesel engine for quite a while, for almost 20 years. They've been slowly refining and modifying, tuning the engine to a perfection, and that is referred in our pickup truck ownership market share. The pickup truck, the Great Wall pickup trucks, has almost 50%. That is half of the entire Chinese domestic pickup market share. So, as you can see, it is a very great vehicle for reliability, for durability, for longevity, and for cost effectiveness. In 2014, we spun off as a individual company that's solely focusing on providing good quality and well-priced RVs to our Chinese domestic market. And in the last couple of years, we've been trying to export to all over the world. We've been exporting to the UAE, Brazil, Korea, Japan, Southeast Asia, and a number of different countries before. So we are experienced in selling the vehicles, manufacturing the vehicles, and everything in between. And we're currently looking forward to contact with other RV dealerships around the world. We currently have a dealer in Dubai and one in Brazil, and we're looking forward to partner up with everyone that are interested in bringing RVs, low-cost RVs, good-priced RVs to all over the world. So if you're interested in them, please contact us. We are on Instagram, on Facebook, wherever you can find us. So that is a little history about our company. Let's talk about the cars now. Most of our cars are bread and butter, if you will, are based on Great Wall pickup truck chassis. And we also have some that are on Iveco chassis. Those are geared towards people that are looking forward to bigger rooms, larger rooms. And the pickup trucks, which are all-wheel drive, are more geared towards people who are more adventurous. They are looking for an outdoor lifestyle. And well, for example, the ones right behind me, roof lifting model, they are also quite capable in the city as well. When you lower the roof, they can go underground. It has a height only about 2.2 meters. If anyone is in the comments in the chat, please message us if you have any questions. If you want to know any specific things about exporting, importing, or anything about the cars, please message us. So, in the showroom today, we have quite a wide range of vehicles. Like I said, our best seller is the Great Wall Power, which is a 4x4 RV that is on a 2.0 diesel or diesel or gasoline engine. They are both turbocharged, of course, like I said. We have, in general, 4 to 6 floor plans, depending on if you want the hard shell or a soft top. We have a hard shell lift top coming soon. So if you want to know more about those vehicles, please give us a subscribe and follow us on social media. Like I mentioned, this one is, as you can see, the C floor plan, which is for 6 people, which carries 6 people, and it sleeps 4. So it's quite capable for such a small RV. I should also mention that the length of these RVs are all under 6 meters. That is because of the Chinese regulation, but if you put them on the international market, they'll be more on the compact size. So I would say personally, these vehicles are good for 2 to 3 people. So, like I said, 4-wheel drive is standard on all Great Wall chassis. They might differ from the way they're delivering the power. They might have different features, but all of our pickup truck-based RVs are all 4-wheel drive, and that is one of our ethos. If you want to experience the nature, if you want to experience the outdoor, get away from people, you just have to go off-road. You have to go to those places that people have never been to before. So you really get yourself in touch with nature and with your loved ones. So, standard all-wheel drive on all pickup trucks, and for we currently have 2 pickup truck chassis. Generally, broadly speaking, that is these 2. This is the smaller one, which is our bestseller. It's the POW, and those are bigger. They are a 4.5 chassis, so they're on the level of, maybe I'll say, F250 and Silverado 2500s. So that's a heavy-duty truck, and this is your standard half-ton. Our trucks are built to the standard of an SUV, and you can see that from our interior. We would like our trucks to not only be a workhorse, but also a vehicle that you can use daily. You can pick up your kids, you can pick up groceries, you can drive in and out of the city as well. That is not only showed on the interior, but also the engine tuning, the suspension tuning. They are very comfortable, and they are very capable off-road as well. So we're trying to find the balance of the best off-road capabilities, and at the same time we want to provide a very nice, comfortable, easy to live with interior and driving quality as well. So the interior, this is our POW RV. It's mostly leather wrapped. The seats, the door handles, they have lots of soft touch materials and lots of tech as well. You may heard of the Chinese cars. They all come with plenty of techs. For this one, they have standard 360-degree camera, a cruise control, lane departure warning, lane keeping assist, and front-mounted parking sensors. What else? Just fully kitted out for ease of use for the intercity driving scenarios. And for this one, we also come with off-road cruise control and a rear locking center diff lock. So if you do get into those sticky situations, for example, if you're off-road, you encounter a mud pit, you try to get yourself out, and you can just engage the locking differential, and that will provide lots of traction boost. Our chassis are the pickup chassis are not just a camper on top of a pickup truck. These chassis are dedicated RV chassis. That means the rear axle has been widened, and they also have been beefed up for better center of gravity, better turning radius, and they'll be more stable on the highway and more comfortable as well. And that is one of the core advantages compared to other RV manufacturers in China, because of our close tie with Great Wall, and that is what we can do with our pickup chassis. So you may find these just slightly harder to drive than a typical SUV, I would say. Whether it's on-road performance or off-road performance. And on the highway, it can go pretty fast as well. It can go up to 160 kilometers per hour. 看吧。
7个。
can go up to 160 kilometers per hour. But we generally recommend our customers to drive around 100 to 120 for fuel consumption reasons and such. Speaking of fuel consumption, for the 2-liter turbo diesels or gasolines, they are okay on the fuel. For example, for the diesel ones, I would say 12 to 13 liters per 100 kilometers, and for gasolines, maybe 14 to 15. For a vehicle that is 3.3 truck, almost 2.9 meters tall, that is okay on the highway, I would say. If you do drive more than you sleep in the car, I would recommend to take a look at our roof lifting models. Those can lower the roof, thus lower the center of gravity and the wind resistance. That's helping the fuel consumption. Okay, now let's take a look around the car outside. I'll try to explain you what everything is. So our pickup truck, I have told you basically everything. Let's take a look at the camper. For the seat floor plan, we have, like I said, we have 6 or 8, depending on how you count it. So on the C4 plan, we have a external cassette stove. They take propane tanks, which you can insert right here. It's just like a small water bottle. That's good for about 1 tank of fuel is good for about 1 to 2 hours of cooking. So depending on what you do, 1 or 2 tanks is enough for a day's meal. You also have a small amount of storage in those compartments. And right here is a drop-out table. It's good for pretty much all you're gonna need for cooking outside. Your dishes, your chopsticks, your chopping boards, whatever you need. And on these power models, we also provide a outdoor water pump. This one is connected to your freshwater tank. It can draw water in, but it can also dispense water out. If you connect a tap here and you push this button, the water pump will run in reverse. So we have a outdoor water tap here. So there's your water. You have your cassette stove, you have the countertop, and you also have a awning on top of our vehicle. Now, this is about 3 meters wide when you extend them. This one is a manual crank one. You can option for a electrical one. That will cost extra, of course. So when you're doing your cooking outside in the rain or in slight snow, as long as the wind is not too strong, they're generally safe to be deployed outside. So you can do your more smoky cooking, your barbecues outside here. All right. In the back, this is one of our models with the entry door on the rear. The C4 plan, like I said, is for 4 to 6 people. So we're trying to maximize interior space. So that's why we moved the door to the rear. And when you're trying to get in, first let's talk about the door first. This door is a European style door. Has a lock here, and this lock is also center locked, which means if you press the lock button on your key fob, this one locks as well, and that is a very convenient feature. The door itself is made of fiberglass or plastic. It has a built-in garbage bin, which has 2 openings for you to wrap your plastics around. And there's a small storage space for your keys, for your whatever wallets, whatever you need. The door itself has a built-in window and blind, and also a footmat as well. Like so. When you try to get in, there is a electrical motorized step, and this one is the control is just on the side here. It's just on the side here. Very easy, simple operation. It also has a fail-safe lock. If you turn the engine on, and the step will automatically go back in, so you wouldn't damage it if you forgot to put it back in.
我去穿个大衣啊，太冷了。
Okay. Let me turn the power on. All right. This is the inside of our RV. The seafloor plan is for sleeping 4 people. We have a very large overcap bed that measures about 1.7 meters wide and about 1.8 meters long. So most people can sleep here pretty comfortably. I think it's good for 2 people, but if you have small kids, they can maybe squeeze in. So maybe 2 adults and a child, and the other 2 can sleep down here. This is a circular, so to speak, dinette area. The table goes 6 ways, so it goes forwards and back, ups and downs as well. When you're trying to sleep, you may see there are extra cushions over there. You can bring there are panels underneath this. You can bring them out and drop the table, and this entire section will turn into a bed that sleeps 2 people. At the narrowest point, which is this side, is 1.4 meters. But that is only because we have a fridge here. So on the bottom end, on the foot end, it is wider. So yeah. Is it lagging? I see some of you have exited. We put the kitchen in the back of the car, and here they are. It is quite a small kitchen. That is because we left most of the space for seating. But fear not, there is a extension. Well, if you want to cook inside, we recommend using a induction stove, which will be provided with the car. And there are power outlets right here, so you can hook it up. And sink and tap on the right hand side, which has hot and cold water. There's a small induction range hood up above, which has LEDs and 3 fan speed. If you're trying to cook, if you're trying to fry an egg with something that is more greasy, you can turn it on and try to avoid grease up the entire cabin. And right above that, we have a microwave that is built in. And the fridge is on the left-hand side. This is a 12-volt fridge that runs on your battery. It is not a gas fridge. It only runs on 12 volt, which is very power conserving, and it's pretty big as well. It's 150 liters, which is, I would say, good for 2 to 3 days of food. The freezer and the refrigerator part are separate. But if you are carrying lots of meat, lots of stuff that need to be frozen, you can also turn the refrigerator part into a freezer, which is adjusted on top. But because of the space constraint, there aren't that many storage in the kitchen area. This is more of a camper for short getaways during weekends, during short holidays for lots of people. There's a big drawer underneath for your pots and pans. There is a cabinet beneath the sink. You have dry food that doesn't need to be refrigerated. Those, sorry, excuse me. That's a good part to store them. And a small storage cabinet right above. And this is our control panel right above the door. Here you can find the touchscreen to control most of the appliances, your lighting, your water pumps, your furnace. And behind that, we have a row of physical switches. All of our vehicles come with physical switches behind our screen. And that is for redundancy purpose. If your screen froze, your screen crashes, whatever the reason, whatever it is, you can always turn the physical switch back on and still have your appliances operable. And that is one of our selling points as well. We have convenient options. We also have a physical backup. All right, that is most of our kitchen done. Let's take a look at the bath or the shower room. The shower is quite wide for such a small camper, I would say. Oh, the floor is a bit dirty. It measures about 1.2 meters wide. So most people standing in, you will definitely have ample amount of shoulder room to get your shower done or get your business done. The seat of the toilet is rotatable. It's a Z4 toilet. It is a cassette toilet. That means you have to pour chemicals in for your solids to dissolve. The tank is about 5 gallons. That is 19 liters if you're using metric. Oh, I should also mention the freshwater tank as well. The freshwater tank is 180 liters. And if you're a guy, your shower will take about 20 liters, I would say, in summer. The hot water for your shower is provided by a diesel or gasoline furnace. That is dependent on your fuel type. We're using Webasto gas furnaces. So they are a pretty reliable brand. They're from Germany. And that provide heating for the water and heating for the cabin, for the camper. There is a foldable sink and tap. If you need to brush your teeth, if you need to wash your face, when you wash your hands when you're done. It utilizes the space above the toilet because you're never using those two at the same time. So that is one of our reasons we can make the shower room pretty spacious for a small camper. And inside here you have your venting fan, which goes both ways. It can pull air in and it can also exhaust air out. You have very big vanity mirror. Hello everybody. That goes across the entire the entire width of the shower. And right above that, we have a power socket for your hair dryers, for your charging your toothbrushes, or whatever you might need in the shower. They are in a Chinese type power socket right now, but if you want to change them to UK types or US types, we can also do those. That is no problem. A small window right here, which is also openable. If it's raining or snowing, you don't want liquid to fall into your shower, you can turn this on. There are bug screens and privacy blinds. You can do both and both. They can also vent out the moisture if you don't have the powered option. All right, that is our cozy little shower room. There. And inside the cabin, inside the camper, it comes standard with a Bluetooth speaker, Bluetooth soundbar that is mounted right underneath the cabinet. Inside the cabinet, on the left, that's a big storage room for your clothing or everything you might need. On the right, that is one of our most proud features of our camper. It is a 12 volt. It is a 48 volt dedicated RV air conditioning unit that is developed in-house to provide maximum efficiency for on-battery performance. So in China, there is not a lot of RV campgrounds. So we mostly rely on our batteries. On this vehicle, it is 222 amp hours, which is good for about 24 hours of continuous use of your AC. We are pretty proud of that. On such a small battery, we can put a very efficient, very quiet operating AC in. It uses only about 500 watts of power when operating, and we are very proud of that. It is a very efficient unit, and it's very efficient at cooling down this space as well. Because the camper is not that big, so 500 watts is enough for, let's say, in summer, in here, Baoding, in our city, it goes to around 41 degrees Celsius, and this AC is enough to cool the entire camper. I'm sorry, maybe the reception is not very good. Sorry about that. All right, give me a second. Excuse me. And on the other side, you also have a, first of all, window. And above that, you have another storage space. And there is another AC unit. That is your engine drive AC. We put the refrigerant line over here back to the camper. So when you're driving, you don't have to turn on the big AC over there. And us Light Zone, we value our interior space. We want the space to be filled with fresh air, and we want to look out the window. As you may see, we put lots of windows in our camper that include the very large window on the side here by the dinette. It goes almost from seat back to seat back. And on top, We put two small ventilating windows because, as you may know, the overcap area is a heating. Well, it's not very easy to cool and heat. If you want to, you can option for a skylight over here, and it's pretty large. But that is if you do not want to use them in winter, because that compromise the insulation. So it is optional whether you want them or not. And in the back, we have a full-size spare, a manual stabilizer jack, a tow hook. If you want to tow, it has a towing capacity of 2.5 tons, which is adequate for most small campers, small trailers. If 4 people is not good enough for you, you can hook up one of those, or hook up your toys, your bikes, your ATVs, and the such. On the left side, there isn't much to talk about. There's your black tank, and this is the manual water refill part. This one is your fast charging port, but it is a Chinese standard port, so I doubt any of you are going to use it overseas. But it is capable of 380 volts fast charging, DC fast charging, that is. Right beside that is a small hatch. That is your electrical panels, your fuses, your breakers, and the lot. So that is one of our best sellers. On the power chassis, actually our best seller is the floor plan for 3 to 4 people, but it is the same car, same chassis as this one. Earlier this year, we also launched the Shanghai Power model, which is a 4.5 ton chassis. That is roughly equivalent to the heavy-duty trucks in the US, which is what we are seeing on the screen right now. So this one is it's not longer, but it's wider and can carry more. Because of the width, you have more room on the interior, and we can install a slide out on this model as well. Well, it's not on this car, but it is optional. And it is the only pickup truck-based RV that can install a slide out in China, and we are very proud of that. If you want to slide out, it will be on the left side of the car, just like I showed you. For this chassis, we have a total of 3 floor plan. One with the slide out, one with the dinette, and one that is, well, maybe I'll just show you. This car is on a 4.2 liter turbo diesel engine. Sorry. Let me turn the lights on. There. Beautiful today. I would say it's very beautiful. The exterior is coated with arm paint, which you can choose any color you like. Very large window here. And one of the main feature of this floor plan is the 2-meter long countertop. If you love to cook, this is the perfect car for you. Look at that. It runs from door to the front of the car, so it is a very big kitchen. And the rest of the cabin is spaciously laid out, logically laid out as well. You have your dinette on the left side. When the table drops down, it also turns into a bed. They're better suited for children, I would say. If you're taller than that, the overcap bed is 2 meters long. 2 meters by 1.5 meters. So that is your shower is behind the dinette, and the shower room is very large as well. Of the toilet. Use that as a reference point. Look at the space of it. Or, over 200-pound guy, you are definitely going to be comfortable here. Look at me. Look at the size of me. You can fit. You have your shower, venting fan. It's also two-way. You have a radiator here. I'll talk about it in a second. What it means. You have your heating vent and your fold-out sink. It also uses It also uses a cassette toilet, which is also 5 gallon and 19 liters. You are seeing a radiator is because we installed 2 5-kilowatt diesel heater in here. So there are heating lines running along the floor, and there are heating vents, just like you saw right there. And the heaters also provide hot water for your kitchen and for your shower. The RV that is very close. So the wall insulation is 4 layers of insulation, and with two 5-kilowatt diesel heaters, we can provide a very warm interior, even in the most about 30 degrees Celsius. Even in those clouds, we can guarantee a temperature of. Oh, am I off the line? Sorry. The connection is not very good here. So, even in the most extreme temperatures, in negative 30 degrees Celsius, we can provide an interior temperature of about 26 degrees Celsius. So a very comfortable living temperature. So I'll just talk about the outside for a bit, I guess, because inside the car the connection isn't very good. So right about the. Okay. Right here is our kitchen area. You'll have your spice rack, your power outlet, your diesel stove. It comes standard with a diesel stove, and it's connected to your fuel tank. So you don't have to worry about propane canisters. If you have fuel in your tank, you can cook. And this is our top-end, high-end premium truck on the GWM chassis, our Great Wall chassis. So we almost come with all the bells and whistles. For example, the outdoor awning is standard. It's a electrical one. Motorized awning is standard. Motorized rear stabilizer jacks are also standard. There's a large storage compartment in the rear. The center space is for your spare tire, which is also full size, and the 2 cabinet compartment on the side is your storage. It comes with premium sound and stereo systems, a projector and screen setup to save space, and also provide a bigger screen than most campers. It comes standard with a Sony stereo system. The battery and the water tank has also been enlarged comparing to the power chassis. It has 200 liters of fresh tank, 60 liters of gray tank, and 19 liters of black tank. And if you want to, you can option for a direct drinking water tank as well. The battery is 11.4 kilowatt hours standard. But if that's not enough for you, you can option for a 14.4 kilowatt hour version. And you can charge it with solar, you can charge it with DC fast charging and AC charging, and with the engine. So when you're driving, the engine is a alternator rated for 180 amps. That translates to about 1.5 kilowatt. This is our prized jewel in our camper lineup. It is our biggest truck camper yet. It measures about 2.4 meters wide, and like I showed you, the inside is very spacious, and the height is almost 3.2 meters tall. But that is not all we have here. We also have these roof lifting models, like these ones over here. If you are driving on the highway more frequently, if you are going off-road, you want better center of gravity, the roof lifting models are your best choice. They provide excellent fuel economy, and they also can sleep about three people. Here's another one. We have a crew cab version and a single cab version, but these two do differ slightly. Well, maybe not slightly, but greatly. Well, the crew cab version is more of a weekend camper. It's designed to carry more people for a shorter journey. And if you drive a lot, that is on a passenger version of the chassis. And the single cab is on a off-road chassis. That is for your more extreme off-road driving. If you're crawling sand dunes, if you're going on very difficult trails. But if you also want to see the sunrise on the mountaintop, that is for you. So, does any of you have any questions? You can post them in the chat. Whether if you are looking to buy the car, if you want to, we're looking for dealers all over the world. If you're interested in, please leave a comment or any questions. We also have Iveco models that is more on the larger side. If you do not want all-wheel drive, if you don't care for all-wheel drives, you just want the most amount of space in a relatively small camper, Iveco is your option. It's our option for you. Well, this one, we can carry 6 people, and can sleep up to 5, I would say. There's an overcab bed right above us. A double bed in the back, and the dinette also converts into a bed. The table drops down and moves this way, and this area, this whole section is going to turn into a bed. Well, this one is only rear drive, so I would say they are only good for on-road performance, but they do have plenty of space. Look at that. The size of the shower is, well, it's not really comparable to a pickup truck RV, isn't it? You have your bed, your sound system, your curtains to provide for privacy. Kitchen is on the left. A small sink. If you want to cook inside, we will provide induction stove. The fridge is 148 liters. And microwave is included. And you can option for a microwave oven combo unit if you want to. This is this is the combo unit. Storage up above, lots of storage space. Look at that. And there's also a closet. Well, this is an optional closet. If you don't want the closet, we can turn this space into a seat with seat belt as well. So you can carry 6 people. The AC is a household style because the space is just a lot bigger, so we need more powerful AC unit. This one is about 2,600 kilowatt of cooling power, and when heating is about 3,700. I'm not sure how much is that in BTU. Wow, lots of windows. Oh, by the way, you can also option for a skylight above the overcap bed. If you want to stargaze and not afraid of heat when you're napping in the daytime. Awning on the outside. There's also drop-down table here. Yeah. Not much going on the outside, but there are plenty of storage space. For example, that one, full-size spare tire. There is also a quite spacious rear compartment, for all your whatever you're going to need outdoor. And one right beside that, that's utilizing the space underneath your bed, your rear bed. All right. If you want to go for the more adventurous options, if you just really like going off-road, but do not want to tow an RV or tow and trailer, this is for you, my friend. This is our most capable off-road vehicle in the lot. Not just in the lot, in our entire portfolio. It is on the same GWM Power pickup truck chassis, but it's on a off-road pickup chassis. All-terrain tires are standard, and you can check this out. That is not a plastic bumper, that is a steel bumper. If you run into a deer in this, you don't need to worry about your car. You just need to worry about a deer. There is a 9,500 pound wrench in the front. That is good for towing itself, of course, and towing others. It's a very good backup vehicle for your entire crew. The paint is a armor paint, and that is scratch resistant. If you're going on trails, there might be rock chips and your twigs damaging your paint, but do not worry if you're in this. For small scratches, you can just wipe it off. The cab is, it's locked. Well, but I'll assure you it comes with all the bells and whistles. For example, the massaging seats, heating seats, cooling seats, all around leather wrapped interior, 360-degree cameras, off-road cruise control. It also comes with the tank U-turn mode. The G-Wagon U-turns that turns on the center? Yeah, this can do that. On the camper side, let me turn on the light. It's getting dark in here. On the camper side, this one carries 4 people. So 2 in the front and 2 in the back. And those are car seats. So they are pretty comfortable to ride in. And you do not need to worry about the roof dropping down on it. We have 180 meter, 1.8 meter tall dudes sitting in here. They'll be fitting here all right. Plenty of space above their head. So for children or for your ladies, this is plenty enough. When you drop the roof down, the roof will be approximately right here, so it won't be slam on your headrest. So you have plenty of room above your head. For this layout, you can sleep 3 to 4 people. The bed, 别播了，快结束了。
那个号不是，那个号不是那个咱们那个兰州2V，这个意思。
人挺多的。
啊，这是那个，你看这号是哪个号？
就是一样。
一样的？啊。是那个兰州2V吗？是。我怎么感觉不是？
都是登的这个，没事。
都是登的。
Okay, let's continue here. The bed here is on a rail. So if you put it back, it goes to 2 meters by 2 meters. So a pretty large bed. I would say 2 adults are definitely will be good here. If you're not too wide, not too big of a man, you can probably sleep 3, I would say. And there's a single bed on the back. You can drop the backrest of the seat down and put the cushion over, and this will turn into a 1 meter by 2 meter single bed. The interior is, the only compromise is the kitchen, I would say. Because of the roof lifting mechanism, we can't fit any storage space up above. So for the kitchen, you only have the outdoor one, and for the indoor kitchen, the fridge is just a 42-liter fridge, but it also comes with a ice maker, which is nice. But it does have a nice trick. For example, this cabinet, this drawer goes both ways. So whether if you're cooking outside or inside, you can get your spices pretty easily. And on the counter, it's not too big, but it's good enough for a induction cooker. There is a how do you call this? Washing basin, and a cutting board fits right above it to provide more space. And if the washroom is down, you can use this part of the space as your countertop as well. It goes down pretty flat, So it's not too bad, really. The only thing you need to worry about is the smoke, the fumes, I would say. There is a venting fan above your toilet. It goes in and out both ways. The toilet itself, it's pretty simple. It's just 2 panels. It pops up. You can latch them in place. You can do your business over here. Shower, do your bath. There's a small window which can open. It has blinds as well. And inside the shower we have heating vents as well, so it doesn't get too cold here in the winter. And this door just opens like this. If you have a small child, you can just go in like this. You don't have to, lift the entire thing up if you don't want to. And the same 500 watt AC is on the back of the camper. It's mounted on the roof, so when you're dropping the roof, you don't need to do anything special. You just make sure this place doesn't have any pillows or cushions. Move them out of the way, and it just goes down. No need to fuss about them. So it's really simple. The roof lifting mechanism is a 4-post hydraulic system, so it's pretty reliable as well. And these soft linings, soft inner layers, they are a, well, what do you say? Very touch friendly. They are a velvety kind of material, so if you accidentally kick them in your sleep, it doesn't feel too harsh. It has four layers of linings. On the most inside layer, it is a insulation layer. It's very thick. It's not just a tent, and it provides plenty good insulation for your camping. The insulation is pretty much on par with a hard shell car. The only downside for the soft top, I would say, is the noise level. That is one thing we just can't solve with our current technology. So right behind that, this is a security layer, so you can prevent most knife cuts. So your safety and your assets are secure inside the car. And behind that is your window, that is water resistant, of course. And right behind that is your bug net. That is 4 of our layers for the soft lifting model. This also has 11.4 kilowatt hours of battery, a lithium battery. The water tank is 180 liters. The freshwater tank is 180 liters. The gray tank is 50 and the black tank is 19. Same as all of our POW series. It is on a American style camper door, so it's quite wide. With a built-in bug spring that is open or closed separately. That can be opened or closed separately. There, that is our single cab roof lifting model. Hello everybody, there's plenty of you watching. Any of you have any questions? We are Live Zone RV. We are a Chinese RV manufacturer. We've been manufacturing RVs for 25 years, so we are quite experienced. And at the moment, we're selling most GWM-based, pickup truck-based RVs that are on Great Wall chassis, Great Wall motors. There are also new cars coming up, which is this one right here. That is a hard shell roof lifting model that's coming right up. But I'm afraid I can't show you at the moment because that is a engineering sample. So stay tuned if you want to know more. Please drop a like, drop a subscribe. And that is almost all the time we have today. If you would like to know more, please message us. Please DM us. We're on most social media, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. Or you can email us, of course. We're looking forward to, cooperate with RV dealers all over the world. We're currently exporting to the Middle East, the South America, and Japan, Southeast Asia. And we're looking to expand our global outreach to cooperate with more partners to bring your good valued and capable Chinese-made RVs. If you think they are still inferior to the American counterpart, the European counterpart, well, you really need to take a look at us. We are the strong proof that the Chinese-made RVs have caught up. Well, that is about all the time we have today. So thank you very much and stay tuned, everybody.